shit, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, bugs and insects? I don't know. Welcome back to the Hardcore Geek Podcast. It's been a long time, probably since October, I think. We've been doing a lot of things, saving the galaxy, fucking up the galaxy. But today we're going to be talking about none other than Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War has come. It has kicked some ass, and it's still kicking ass. Let's introduce everybody here. We almost have the whole crew here. Hammer, he's in Asgard right now, forging a new hammer. But we do have Joe Dub. What's up?
Oh, time out.
There's no timeouts.
Isn't Asgard like not?
Yeah, Asgard doesn't exist anymore.
Well, no, he's in East Asgard. Like, you know how there's West Side Cleveland, and then there's East Side Cleveland.
In Compton, Asgard.
He's in Compton, Asgard.
Yeah.
Safe.
No, well, he got. That's why he needed a new hammer.
Okay.
Yeah, Bifrost, bro.
He's
not here.
Yeah, he holds it sideways for a kill shot.
I'm good. Just in case y'all was wondering.
Michelle, what's up? What are you doing?
Chilling like a villain.
So the last time we all kind of met up was literally at the Infinity War premiere. Have you guys had any adventures since then? Like, it's been about exactly a week almost.
What do you mean by adventures?
I mean, have you I don't know, have you got any altercations? Have you caused a bar fight yet?
No, not yet.
Why have we not caused a bar fight yet? I'm so upset that we have not, especially you. I mean,
I've caused a fight at a bar, but not recently.
Oh, see, Joe, have you caused a bar fight lately?
No, but yeah.
I just, there's a part of me, like, I've been going to the bar lately. I discovered that I do like to drink alcohol, so it's actually something that I'm very, very thankful to rediscover. What is happening right now?
Did Thanos?
We are going on a website called didthanoskillme.me.
.me.
Oh,
All I got in was Did Thanos, and it just pre-filled the rest for me.
Oh, shit. Okay. So I really want to start a bar fight, but I have two rules about a bar fight. A, I have to win the bar fight with one punch. Like if I'm fighting a dude, one punch.
Like Roadhouse?
Yes, and then as he hits the ground, I need to have a sweet one-liner that has something to do with that situation.
Oh, I was slain.
Oh, you're done.
Oh,
you're dust.
You're going to start fading away.
I don't want to go.
One boob at a time.
This is terrible.
I don't want to go.
So, jeez, we're so off the rails. That's what we do, though. But we are professional today. Listen, we have a show format.
You guys have paperwork.
We have paper. We have news.
No one told me to bring paper.
It's
I know.
Too.
It's stapled. Courtesy of my job. This is what I did today. So I even put the logos on there. So, I was really, really pumped. We were actually supposed to do the...
Wait, you have a logo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, where are you?
No, I'm not.
Are you... What is in that cup?
Water.
Okay.
Air quotes, y'all. Water.
That's why there was a water?
All right. So, hey, let's... I guess we should let people know where you can find the podcast. If you want to go to www.hardcoregeekcast.com, you can also check us out on Stitcher, Podbean, Spreaker, iTunes. We're everywhere. Like, we're probably in your house right now. So, don't call the cops.
Like that squirrel in my attic.
You have a squirrel in your attic?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a raccoon?
No, it's a squirrel.
Oh, I see. You should...
Should give us some nuts.
Oh, shit. All right, let's talk about some news, okay?
I was going to put the Avengers theme on, the sad theme, but...
I mean...
Well, he said news and it just went into my head.
That works. This is Hardcore Geek.
Breaking news.
Jesus. Okay. So, main topic today is going to be Infinity War. This actually came out a couple days ago. Infinity War. It opened up... let me see. Oh, I'm in the wrong section here. I skipped a couple pages down. Domestically, opened up the weekend, $230 million. I believe it was 650 million worldwide.
630 worldwide.
630 worldwide.
250 domestic. They actually said that their numbers are skewed some, and they said it's actually higher.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
They said it's a tad higher. It was like more like almost 260. Either way, it broke the record. It destroyed Star Wars.
I predicted that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Did you guys see the meme where they showed the hand of Rey handing over the lightsaber to Iron Man?
Yes, and that's actually from the actual Star Wars IG.
Yes.
Yep, because they signed it and everything. I meant to repost it. That was like respect.
Exactly.
That was really cool.
So to put this in perspective, okay? In one weekend, and I think a few days, they beat the entire run of Justice League.
Just like that.
Just like that. And literally, like, this is the point. So we all went to the premiere. And I wanted to. My wife doesn't go to the premieres. She's she doesn't, she doesn't get. She loves the movies. She doesn't get into the hype like we do. Okay, so we're gonna go Friday. It was hard to find two seats together for over a week later.
I bet.
Yeah.
So like we snuck some in there. We found some, and we're gonna go. I told her she ain't mentally prepared for it though. She's not emotionally prepared for it, but that's just something for a movie 10 years in the making, 18 films, to culminate with just an opening weekend that is just shattering records all over the damn place. Marvel and Disney, they got so much fuck you money, it's crazy.
Seriously,
like for real.
That put them that automatically put them at the 15 billion for the MCU as a whole. It's
insanity.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's nuts. Also, speaking of the MCU, going forward, Kevin Feige did an interview with AP News, saying that they're getting everything preparations ready for Avengers 4, but they're actually planning shit through 2024 and 2025. So,
I've heard him say he doesn't see the MCU ever going away.
Well, there's so many. I mean,
there's so many characters
of comic books. And
and plus with them just buying in
Fox.
Thank you.
With that going fully through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They got Fox. They got.
They own everything.
They own everything. But if you think about it this way, 10 years ago, okay? Think about it. First of all, we didn't even know each other 10 years ago. 10 years ago, were you super hyped about Iron Man or a Batman movie?
I actually was hyped about Iron Man.
I did. Okay, I like Iron Man,
mm-hmm.
but let's say it's just the average fan.
Okay.
At that point, because Iron Man in a way was kind of like a B character as far as the Marvel universe is concerned, because you had your heavy hitters like Spider-Man, the X-Men,
Captain America,
maybe Captain America,
mm-hmm.
and the Hulk, right?
Right.
Iron Man, he was there, but he was kind of like that guy in the background. He wasn't like the standalone guy.
Okay.
Again, I was pumped to see an Iron Man movie. I used to watch the Iron Man animated series on the Marvel Power Hour. You remember that? On Saturday mornings
definitely.
With the Fantastic Four? Fantastic Four, another one, right?
Yep.
Basically, everything Fox had and everything... was it all Fox? Yeah. Everything Fox had. And who did Spider-Man? Sony. So
mm-hmm.
Sony and Fox kind of owned the quote-unquote heavy hitters in the early 2000s, right? That's when we got the Nolan Batman trilogy. So I never expected this just to spiral into where it's at right now.
Not at all. I mean, we went into... I went into seeing Iron Man just like, a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it ended up being phenomenal. Re-solidified RDJ's career.
Exactly.
And, even just watching that, and I remember the first post-credit scene, with Nick Fury in his house, like, who are you?
And did you even think it would be what it is today with that? Or do you think it's a nice little nod,
No, it's and the thing about it is, I'm sure they knew what they were leading up to, but I'm sure they couldn't imagine that it would have been such a success. And out of the 19, Infinity War makes 19 movies now.
I believe so, yeah.
I can name maybe 2 that were kind of like, You know, which arguably, you know, Iron Man 3, because I'm still pissed about the whole Mandarin thing.
Yeah.
You built it up from Iron Man 1 and 2 with the whole 10 rings and stuff.
They did, yeah.
And then it ended up being a dud. And then, arguably, I mean, maybe the first Thor or Dark World, you know, those...
Dark World I wasn't into.
You know. You like Dark World?
You like Dark World? You like the angry elves? The evil angry elves?
You trying to make fun of my height?
I'm trying to... No, but I will. No, so...
Pun intended.
So yes, that will happen. But think about it right now, okay? We talk about those heavy hitters, right? Mm-hmm. And now, yes, we got Cap, we got Iron Man into the MCU, or Spider-Man into the MCU, Hulk, everybody, right? We're getting hyped about a fucking Ant-Man movie, you know? Yeah. The Ant-Man, like 10 years ago, would you be like, "Oh man, I'm thirsty for that Ant-Man movie"?
Wait for that Ant-Man. Nah, I mean, I would. But the thing about it, any of these Marvel movies just random. I mean, think about back before any of this MCU or this plan or anything, we had Daredevil and Elektra and stuff.
Oh my god,
I was pumped to see those. Mm-hmm. The Eric Bana Hulk, which I still despise to this day.
That movie doesn't exist.
I may or may not own it on 2-disc special edition, but
51 minutes it took for me to see the Hulk.
For real?
51 minutes.
I was actually I saw it for free. I was working at the movie theater at that time. My buddy Tom was ripping tickets. He's like, "You're not going to see Hulk, are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to see Hulk." He's like, "Don't do it." He's like trying to like go see anything else. Go see The Pianist. Go see anything else. Like he's like, "Don't see Hulk," you know. And I get it, you know. But I think at the time, superhero movies now are so common, and it's common to the point where I love it. So that's just me. I don't need the artsy fartsy kind of movie. I want people running around, punching people in the face, blowing shit up, and I want aliens fighting, you know...
Humans,
you know, stuff like that, right? Back in the early 2000s, they were kind of few and far between. You know, we would have...
Catwoman, oh god.
Yeah, we have the
Why did I even name that one?
Yeah, why did you even bring that one
I don't own Catwoman.
Maybe because Halle Berry, you don't have Catwoman?
I don't own that Catwoman movie.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm gonna check your collection.
You can check my collection. That's the only one I don't own.
I feel like it's secretly put some.
Bro, I just bought I bought a bootleg copy of the 1994 Fantastic Four movie that was never released.
Right.
So I will admit when I have bad shit in my collection.
But that's like cult classic.
I have Elektra. All right.
Hey, when the wolf came out his chest, that was sweet.
That movie was awful.
It was not good.
When the wolf came out, it was sweet. And then the rest of it kind of...
Yeah. But it just goes to show the people that they choose to direct and write and the hype around it. They can build these, you know, so-called B and C and D characters into a movie where it's like, I can't fucking wait. I can't wait for Captain Marvel. I didn't follow Captain Marvel before. Now it's like, I need to go on Wikipedia. I need to figure all this shit out about Captain Marvel.
But do you really need to do that?
I don't think you really do, but like I kind of like to
follow up to know what I'm preparing myself for what's about to be. Even though we have no idea what's going to go on in her origin movie. All we know, recently they confirmed it is set in 1992.
Exactly.
We know Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury, has hair.
Two eyes.
And 2 eyes.
It's basically...
And we've got Coulson.
It's Mr.
Right.
Glass.
Right.
Oh my
the
God.
way his hairline is, he does look like Mr. Glass. So... I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with him losing his eye. And
I wonder if we'll see that.
I feel like we have to.
That would be so fun.
For him to have both. Yeah.
This is a spoiler, but what if his eye is Thor's new eye?
Oh, stop it.
Full circle. That eye's just being passed around to the whole
really
damn galaxy.
That I was gonna have like cool like special abilities, but it didn't.
I was waiting for it to shoot a laser.
I was like when it like adjusted in his face, like I was waiting for it to like make like a really like noise. Like
I'm like, that's the Soul Stone.
Yeah, like I expected something way cooler than what happened.
For real.
But like, so here's the thing: since the MCU is so different than how the comic books go, like with Captain Marvel, like I know a little bit about her, but I don't really want to know because then I feel like. If I read what happens in the comic books and I go back to that, and then I'll be like, well, what is this?
Well, it's your Ready Player One theory that we were talking about before we went.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, you know, and then some things in general doesn't translate, like we said, from paper to screen. Mm-hmm. Hence the reason with Are we doing spoilers on this show with Infinity
Oh, we
War?
already did it. Yeah,
We're already past that.
Yeah, so
It's been a week.
if you clicked on this, it literally says spoilers, and it's been a week. Come on, guys.
Can your wife hear us?
Huh?
No,
she can't.
She's got TV on.
Okay, good.
She
So example, like with the whole Red Skull thing.
pooped myself when that happened.
Oh my god.
Granted, I'll be 100% honest with you. It wasn't that big of a shocker to me. And the reason I say that is because I read something a long time ago that was saying, they might use the time stone and bring back Red Skull and Quicksilver and stuff. So this whole time in my head, I'm waiting for it. And when he popped up, I'm like, oh,
I'm sad
he's
it wasn't
really
the
there.
same guy.
Right, which I didn't know until somebody said something, even though I guess clear as day you can tell.
I think I was so shocked when that Red Skull came out. I think you heard me go, "Oh shit!"
Right, I was like, "Oh," and then Star-Lord next to you was sitting there like okay,
Dude, that guy was the best. Like
Yeah,
his reactions were just.
Oh, we have to talk about we have to talk about our experience.
But yeah, back to real quick the like in the comics, Thanos was getting the Infinity Stones to impress Lady Death. So, and that wouldn't translate to the film, especially in today's day and age, because they put it more in a modern state. And then we would have to find out about Lady Death and her origin and all this other stuff. And
I thought they were going to try to do that with Hela in
Okay.
Ragnarok.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I knew like what was going on with like the comic book version of Hela and Loki and Thor and like how they all relate. And the way that they put it into the movie, like with her being their sibling, it took me out of the movie.
So she wasn't in the comics?
No, she's Loki's child.
Oh, see, I don't know that.
Huh.
So it like took me. I'm like, this is not how this works. Like that's her kid. Like, no.
I just want to see like if they could have done this, if they could have done Thanos marrying Hela, and then just Thor referring to it like, it's my brother-in-law, but only by marriage. How he always refers to Loki like he's adopted,
That would actually be quite hilarious.
Can we talk about Loki?
We will.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the Marvel news, and then a couple other things here for the news. Power Rangers, they were acquired by Hasbro for $500 million this week.
It was that much.
It was $500 million, dude. So the whole franchise, Hasbro owns it. Hasbro, who they own Transformers, My Little Pony.
Are we getting another movie then?
I hope
Come
so.
on.
I mean, they left the
enjoyed
little
it.
teaser of the Green Ranger.
They
at the
did.
end.
My brother was telling me that he read. I don't remember where he read it. That they were going to make Tommy a female.
did
and I'm
hear
cool
that.
with that. It's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that would be interesting.
But the thought of the fact that like Hasbro owns it and everybody trying to be doing a universe, I just want to see the Transformers fight the Megazord.
That would be sweet.
Or
That would be fun.
like, how cool would that be?
That would be just fun.
That'd be very sweet.
And then freaking,
I mean, Hasbro, yeah.
and then fucking Rainbow Dash comes up like, I got you, Megazord.
You talking about like a Smash Brothers type movie?
Exactly.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
I
Can
forgot-
we get a Smash Brothers version of the Marvel universe? Obviously not playing the right games.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's
at
like,
all.
It's like over 70
You-
people you can play with.
But don't get the last one though. I heard that the most recent one
For like Xbox?
was not.
What,
No,
Infinite?
Infinite. Yeah, I think the one before it that everybody was saying was better.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
I know 3 was dope.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's on Xbox?
It's on Xbox,
Shut
PlayStation,
the fuck up.
Game Station,
Yeah.
Gamecast.
Dreamcast?
GameCube.
Yeah. Yo,
Nintendo 64?
I bought a Nintendo 64 this week.
I know you did.
Dude,
So
I told
excited.
you. I'm whenever you're ready for GoldenEye, it's going down.
I know. I'm going to clear my schedule because nothing will get done in this house. I will tell you this right now.
Dude, if we got to bring it, I got a 64 at the house too, so we got to bring it to the house.
Did you ever
The kid
set
put
up
the
like
kids to sleep.
multiple Nintendo 64s? Like to one TV? Like, did you guys ever do that?
We've done it on multiple TVs and
Multiple TV, yeah.
and just
Yeah.
and
Maybe that's
everybody.
what I'm thinking of.
Okay, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, how do you connect 2 to 1, and how does that work?
Oh, you
in
know
a
what?
split?
No, I mean on two different. Like,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we've done
do
that.
like the Mario Kart tournament?
We've done GoldenEye like that.
Okay.
We had 3 TVs, and we had 12 people, and we was just battling, and then it was a process of elimination, and it went down to 2 TVs and went down to 1.
Yeah.
And
It's too
yeah,
intense.
I mean
We did it with Mario Kart.
we're talking about like summer, 6 p.m. to like 4 a.m. Oh man, my mom gonna kick my ass.
Okay.
And hurry up and sneak in the house, and then real tippy toe, but everything creaks even on carpet. Like, how is carpet creaking? And
I know, right?
Like, what is this random creak? And you try to open the door, like
all the shit makes noise when you try to sneak
everything.
in. Yo, this is kind of a funny story with this. Not with that, but probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I'd been laid off from my job, but I was playing music on the side, so I was still making money. I was down in Columbus playing with my buddy Cody. If you want to check his podcast out, the Rogue Squadron podcast, they're fucking awesome, by the way.
Shout out to Cody.
Yeah. We used to play music together. He would play guitar. We'd just do like random, acoustic shows, right? So he's like, dude, just you're collecting unemployment. Why don't you come down and stay down here? We'll just play music. So I'm like, yeah. So I stayed down there for like a week, and there was one day where we had a show, which is literally at the end of the street.
Okay.
We set up two TVs, literally sitting there in our freaking pajamas all day until his girlfriend, now wife, comes in. She's like, don't you guys have a show? We're like, yeah, what time is it? She's like, it's 6:00. Soundcheck was at 6:30. I'm like, we don't have time to shower. Like, we gotta go. I'm like, we need to drive a block down the street, 1 block to get here on time. It was one of those things, and that was when we're trying to beat Batman Arkham Asylum, the first one.
Okay.
So like that was
a good game.
That was, and I was getting so pissed at that game, but so worth it. Okay, now I know you want to get right into it. You want to get in balls deep into Infinity War.
I do. I need to talk about it.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Even though I've talked about it to you guys for like the last 4 days, and I said flat out to one of my friends, I was like, I know my guy friends hate me at this point because I don't shut up at all.
It's okay.
It's okay. That meme I shared that showed the different. He had the pictures all over the wall and had the different lines and stuff.
Yeah,
that's us.
To figure out. That is us.
For the
100%.
last few years, we have been like, okay, just like Charlie from freaking Always Sunny. We're trying to figure out who's gonna die, who's gonna do this, who's gonna come in from where, and then when they start bringing in fucking Spidey. And now we get the rumors of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and all that. Then our minds just completely start melting. So the trailer drops, the tickets go on sale. We buy exactly, and we first of all, I know Peacemaker over here. We got there probably about an hour and a half before the damn movie started. Goal only to make sure we can be there early. Get our collector's cups and eat really bad theater food for dinner, which we succeeded at. We had to do our tickets kind of staggered. It was a group of 5, but we couldn't find 5 tickets in a row because it was just so crazy. So we did 3 and 2. You said you were sitting next to a Star-Lord lookalike?
He had the jacket. He looked more like Kraglin than he would Star-Lord. No, I'm not kidding. Like, he was tall and skinny. Like, he was Kraglin. I mean, he didn't have the fucked up teeth, but, like, he could have been Kraglin. But he had the jacket, and, like, he was really fun. And, like, at the end, when we got done, like, the first words out of my mouth was, what did I just watch? And that's when, like, Infinity War, like, popped up, and he was like, that's
right.
And I'm like,
it was perfect timing.
And I legit was like, shut up. I don't even know his name.
You had wifey with you. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about your 5 minutes in debacle that happened?
10 minutes in.
10 minutes in. So I didn't.
We already had 2 deaths.
I didn't hear it, but I heard it.
You didn't hear the loud splash?
I was fucking traumatized from...
Me too.
We had 2 deaths in.
Okay, let's talk about this. Normally, when we get a Marvel movie, we get the Marvel logo, and it's like bum 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 dun,
right.
Dun, dun, dun. We didn't get none of that shit.
It was eerie.
It was, and I look at Hammer, and we're like, "The fuck's going on? The fuck's going on right now?"
Yeah.
So you knew shit was going down.
Right on the ship, just like that already.
Is that the same music that it ended with?
No, they did the sad Avenger music.
No, they did the funeral. That's the funeral prelude.
Basically, we got the Sopranos ending. So
yeah, that too, yeah. I mean, it could have been worse. Could have just cut off after the snap. Technically,
I thought about that. What if they did do it just
Remember
like that?
we said that, and I said it. I said it to her. I was like, we almost called the damn movie. We almost called it dead on.
But
I was so mad that we were so close.
I think that
I didn't want to be right.
If they would have done it like that, I would have been less sad. But I would have been like, where the fuck is May 2019?
Yeah.
I honestly think that would have been, in a way, I want to say a cooler way, but like still in a super awesome way. Just snap and then credits. And then you're just
that
like,
would have been so badass.
And you know what?
I would have stood up
You
and
know
been
what?
like,
It would. You know what? It would have been dope because think about it this way. Say that's the ending, right? Period.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Sorry, fellas. Sorry, ladies, children, whoever listening. Yes, we just skipped all the way to the end, but we gotta get this.
It's fine. We're gonna circle back around.
Check this out. What if it ended that way? Legit. No post credit scene.
I was just about to say that. No post credit scene.
And then when in Avengers 4, Avengers New Avengers, or Avengers Reborn, or Avengers Unassembled, whatever the hell they gonna name it.
Avengers Forever.
Avengers
Right.
Forever.
Avengers and Robin.
Avengers Thanos is drinking a mojito in the sunset. So, what if the beginning of events, though, it ended just the way we said? The beginning of Avengers would start literally with
The snap.
no, after it would be right after, like it's literally continued.
Like with everybody turning to ash.
Right, and it would show. It would be like, what's what happened, what's going on, and then they would start, vanishing and Wakanda, and then it would go literally what we seen at the end, but it would push it to 4. So after that, after Tony, and Nebula is sitting there, and then it shows him on the sunset, boom, 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 and then it cuts directly to Nick Fury and Maria Hill.
Yeah,
you could. I think we should do a re-edit when these come out. On
that
Blu-ray.
actually could have been dope because it would have been.
It would have just been chaos from the get-go.
Right.
But can you imagine the fucking?
It might still start
I'm
that
sure
way
it's
with
still going to
chaos.
start.
Oh yeah.
chaos.
Can you imagine the fucking riots in that theater if it was just snap, nothing, and no post-credit scenes?
Dude.
People would have died.
They would have.
People would have died.
Critics actually,
babies would have died.
Yeah.
Children.
Babies would have been born. Are you kidding me? Like women would have gone into labor at the theater.
Yeah, premature labor, definitely.
Like,
Right.
that's exactly.
You mean like Total Recall? Like out of the stomach?
Like the 3 boob lady?
Right.
Like the alien.
Like Alien? Like that really old movie, Aliens?
Yeah, like that one that he referenced.
Yes. I think that, man, they just had to, they're like, you know what? We're going to get them right in the feels.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, they wanted to hurt you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was the stab.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody turning to ash was the salt in the wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's circle back to the beginning. Okay, so
I don't want to talk about
we
it.
have to. We have to. It's the whole
I've
point of the
changed my
podcast.
mind.
Was I supposed to explain my Sprite incident? Is that what
Oh
you were
yeah,
talking
your
about?
Sprite
yeah.
incident. So that's
Okay, so 10 minutes into the movie. Okay,
We
so
bought the coolest collector cups, by the way.
right, which is at my desk. It's my new water cup.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got the cups and everything, and it's literally right after Hulk and Thanos are battling, and Thanos just plummets him.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to pick up my Sprite, got my popcorn, and splash. Just a big old, that has to be like a 24-ounce
That was
cup or
the
something.
biggest
It's
damn.
huge.
It's like the
huge
big
cup.
gulp.
Mm-hmm.
At 7-Eleven.
It's not as big as my Guardians cup though.
No? Oh, okay.
It's not about the size.
It's thicker though.
It's the girth.
The girth. Okay, so apparently the girth is the important thing, which is true. Anyway, so yeah, I picked.
That's what white people tell themselves.
I picked the cup up, and the whole cup of Sprite just splashed all over my crouch, and my balls was marinating in Sprite for almost 3 hours, and yeah, my wife looked at me and chuckled, asked did I need a napkin. I gave her the meanest Thanos look I could. What is a napkin gonna do? And I turned around and I just started eating my popcorn and watched the movie. She said, what are you going to do? I'm going to watch the damn movie. What do you mean, what am I going to do? I'm not getting up. I don't have pants in the car. There's no reason to get up.
But you're not going to get
At
up during
all.
that movie.
Right, that too. But I'm not going to get up because I know once I
had
sit
to
back
pee
down.
so
If you
bad.
could Doctor Strange that, fill it back up,
Seriously.
though.
But I did figure out it is a specific way that the lid is supposed to be on because it actually clicks.
I figured that out, too.
And the
hard
A has
way.
to be lined up with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, man.
I did find that out.
Those Russo brothers thinking of everything, aren't they?
Right,
That
'cause-
wasn't them. That was merchandising.
Okay, well,
That
I like
too.
to blame the Russo brothers on everything.
And I had a free
Russo brothers made me
I
cry.
had a free refill. I should have sent her for the free refill because she went to the bathroom. She had to go.
I didn't even see her get up.
She got up right when they got on Titan for the first time. So when she left and came back to peace, she literally missed nothing.
Did she run? Like,
Yeah.
did she, like...
Yeah.
Like,
And she said she was actually going to the concession stand, but it was so crowded.
I just want to see her doing parkour, like, down the steps.
Dude, she was gone.
Like...
She was gone. Because she sat back down. I said, damn. And she was like, I missed anything? No. There was nothing to miss. They literally just got here and...
You were gone too.
She come out of, like, a Doctor Strange portal, like...
Right.
Like...
But luckily, where our theater was at, it's right there at the bathroom.
we lucked
so,
out.
You know.
We did luck out.
Good spot. So,
All right.
let's talk about deaths. Okay, that was the big speculation was deaths. Maybe 5 minutes in. First of all, everybody pretty much dead on the Asgardian.
Right?
Ruffalo. Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he was.
Ruffalo.
It's not over, so I mean,
It's not over.
his prophecy may come true.
Seriously.
Do we just call him the Ruffalo now?
The Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Just refer to him as the Ruffalo.
Should give him a bag of Ruffles. I wonder if that's his favorite shit.
Probably.
You know, if I ever got to interview him, I would ask him that.
You would.
I would actually bring a bag of cheddar and sour cream with me and just eat them while he's talking.
I'm like, what, you gonna get mad? You gonna turn green? No. Thanos whipped your ass.
Why? Because you a little...
So we get the opening. We get Thor is just beat to shit. Heimdall is pinned down, and Loki is being tortured for the Tesseract. Obviously, Thanos gets it. They stab Heimdall right through the chest, right before he uses the
Right after he uses it.
right after he uses the Bifrost to send Hulk to Earth. I just want to know, like, what happened to Thor, you know? Also, I want to know what happened to Valkyrie.
I just read an article that Valkyrie led an
She escaped?
Escape
an
mission.
I would
escape
see that.
mission with some escape pods. And Korg, they're not saying what happened with Korg.
Dude, you don't touch Korg, man.
Because they asked what happened to Korg, and they're like, we're not telling you.
Yeah, they said his fate is unspecified.
So Valkyrie is alive, along with half the Asgardians.
I won't want to see Korg until the very end of Avengers 4, like, when they resolve everything, he just shows up and is like, hey, man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Like,
That would actually be
hey,
pretty
we're starting
cool.
a revolution.
With the little guy that didn't make it, like he lost his legs or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you are alive.
Oh, you're here. Yay.
Oh, Ragnarok's so good.
Yeah, when Heimdall was laying on the ground, I was like,
You knew it. He's done.
like, this is it for
Yeah.
him.
I was
And
like,
that breaks my heart.
I'm like, he's been in it long enough. It's time.
His
And
contract's over.
and I'm like, you know what? He wasn't, not to say he wasn't a major character,
But
but
he
I'm like,
was.
I felt like they could kill him and, you know,
He'd be all right.
everybody be like, okay, you know, that sucks, but okay.
I feel like his arc was really in Ragnarok,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I feel like he
He did his job, yeah.
Yeah.
Same
did
thing
his
with
job.
same thing with Loki, but I do like.
No,
Okay, well, sorry.
I agree with you.
We called it. Okay, we called
We
Loki.
did.
Loki was going to be the
we should have
one.
wrote this stuff down before.
I know we should have. This is months ago.
I think Loki is legit
I think
gone.
he's really bad.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then-
think about how long he's been there and stuff. It's kind of like, okay, Loki's dead.
bro, he just held him and just snapped his
But
neck.
it didn't
Oh, I
happen the
knew
way
it was
we thought.
coming.
Because the whole Infinity War trailers misdirection, remember, with Thanos grabbing Thor's head and turning it, that part went in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought he was making him watch Loki die.
Yes.
And that's not how it, even though he did make him watch Loki die.
Yeah,
but
he
that's
did.
not really how it happened. Loki did it to himself, you know, so.
I think he knew it was coming.
Probably so. Mm-hmm. Probably so.
But Loki, the whole thing is just like he kind of got his redemption.
Right.
I like the thing is when they said when he's trying to say, "Yeah, I'm going to help you out. I'm Loki, the god of mischief," and then he goes, "Son of Odin," and then he hit him right in the
Right.
feels. He's like, "Ah, shit." He's like,
Yep.
"I can't do this." And then you saw him get that blade out. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Nope, don't do it."
Don't do it.
But that was
You know,
it.
and like, yeah, when I saw the blade, I was like,
Yep.
bruh.
And then Thanos like, "No resurrections this time."
Right. That's why I'm like, yeah, he did. That sucks.
That's
Oh,
like
God.
just
It
dropping
was,
the
it,
mic.
It was kind of gruesome. Like, you could see his face
It was,
turning and
oh
everything.
god, yeah, it was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was PG-13.
I was not ready, and like that was the thing though. When he snapped his neck and he hit the ground, I was like, this is what we doing. All right,
Yep.
this is how this movie's gonna go.
They're
And
not
like,
playing this time.
I was like, they ain't playing, and I like,
Dude, Hulk got his
prepped
ass
myself.
whooped. Hulk got like Clubber Lang, like
Yeah.
seriously, like
Like, he was fine until when when Thanos hit him in his neck, that quick shot in his neck, that's what did it. That was like, oh, I can't breathe. Hold up, what's this?
Thanos was training.
Seriously?
Oh, for real.
He was in the gym doing 2-a-days.
He was.
Like Drake.
Oh, we do have the guest here. We do have Thanos is actually here with us right now. We'll put the picture on our. Whoa, hey, it's our guest tonight.
I don't give a shit.
Thanos just decided to join us.
If Thanos was a real person and I was like legit in front of him, I would tell him he's a little bitch. I don't care.
He would turn you. He would turn you to spaghetti.
I know he would.
Technically, per the site, you wouldn't be here anymore because he snapped his finger.
I know.
So,
he killed me.
I'll tell him for you.
Done.
You know what? That's okay. I'm in the stone.
Oh,
with Bucky.
I haven't checked to see if I.
Yeah, you need to check.
Hold on, let me check this out.
I'm in the stone with
What
Bucky.
is this called? It's.
Did Thanos kill .me?
Oh shit, that's already in there. Okay, it did.
Did you hear me? I'm in the soul stone with Bucky. I'm fine.
Probably so. Yeah.
I'm fine. Bucky and I are like chilling.
You were
Just
spared by
chilling.
Thanos.
Fuck you guys!
You done?
Yes.
Sorry.
We'll avenge your death.
Yes.
You better.
Okay. What do you guys think about the use of each Infinity Stone? Do you think he used them? Because obviously each one is
He
going to
didn't
have
really
its
use
own.
them.
He did certain things like the Reality Stone. He did
yeah,
He really
he
used the reality stone.
He really used the time stone.
motherfucker used that time stone.
Yes, he did.
That pissed me
And
off.
honestly, we'll skip that far real quick.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot. I made it. Destroyed the mind gem.
Yes,
I'm like, okay, we're good.
we did it. And you're
Like,
thinking,
I
oh shit,
legit-
maybe
I'm
they're gonna
sitting here
pull it
like,
off.
Okay, you can't do nothing with just 5 of them.
Because did you read the rumor where they said, well, Avengers 4 is going to be completely separate from this.
Right.
You think, oh, well, maybe they fucking beat Thanos in this one, right?
Which, on one hand, I'm like, we've been waiting all this time for Thanos to get
Because we
beat
didn't get
already.
that scene from the trailer where they're all running,
Right.
and Hulk's there, those motherfuckers with their Mr. X, and I'm like,
Misdirection.
I'm like, oh, she's gonna do this, and then Cap's gonna be like Avengers Assemble,
Right.
and then Hulk's gonna be like Hulk Smash,
Right,
and then
they just going to just trample him, and then he just decided, boom, and turn back time.
Nah, Thanos is too big of a bad guy to be a one and done.
And
movie.
that was my thing, and that's why I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, and then I'm like,
You don't
poor
even think
Vision,
about it
Poor
until
Vision.
that.
I'm like, oh, you died twice.
yeah,
what?
for real.
I don't know
When-
which one hurt the first. The second one had to hurt
The
worse.
second
because he
one.
just
Ripped his
just
brain
grabbed
out.
it out like it was a pimple and just.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, man.
Oh man, he just turned
And he
gray.
turned gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at that point, though, there's actually a gray silverish version of Vision in the comic book. So I'm thinking,
If that was a nod to that,
I think Paul Bettany. I think they can bring him back. What the fuck else is Paul Bettany doing?
I don't want them to.
What are they bringing?
I think they might bring him. I feel like if
bring him
they
back as
do-
Jarvis.
No, he's not Jarvis anymore. Jarvis is gone. Now we have Friday.
Yes,
Friday.
we have Friday.
But I think Zuri got enough of him out
You're gonna figure out
That's
how to make him
somebody
again.
did mention
that
that.
she will be able to just rebuild him
Perfect.
without the stone.
I just want to see like Vision do the Wakanda Forever. She's gonna program that in him.
Can we talk about how Chadwick is so over that? He's over
The one
it.
picture, and he had the little limp one going.
You don't even care no more.
And he didn't even have a smile. He was just like,
He said it on, I think it was Conan, where he's like, yeah, it's like, everybody asks me to do it every time I see him, right?
that
But
poor
like
guy.
it sucks because he's been in so many great movies, and this is what I
Motherfucker
mean.
was James Brown, wasn't he?
He was James
James
Brown.
Brown?
He was Thurgood Marshall. He was Jackie Robinson.
This is
Yeah.
his Harry Potter.
Right.
Yeah, this is what
It
you're going to
is,
be known
and he's
for,
going to
dude.
be
Sorry.
known for, which isn't technically a bad thing. I mean, look at how much money you're
Right,
probably
right.
You have to be rich forever now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
So-
set for life, bruh.
Period.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could build your own Wakanda at this point.
Probably already
Maybe.
started to.
Mini Wakanda. So you think that the in some cases the use of the Infinity Stones, yes, he used them in a certain ways, but like Power Stone,
Technically, I feel he used the Power Stone on Hulk.
I feel
Okay.
like that. Yeah,
I feel like
that makes
possibly
sense.
he did that.
I wish, and I don't want any more sadness, but they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Xandar's gone. I'm like, what? Wait, Glenn
Right.
Close, no.
Right. Initially I was a little mad that we didn't get to see that. But
Maybe we'll see it in Guardians 3 though, like a
Russo,
flashback.
that's a possibility because Russo said it was planned to be in there, but the movie was already long, and I mean, think about that can't just be like a 3-minute scene. That would have been like a hot 10-15 minutes.
You gotta show all of
So
them.
you're right there pushing 3 hours. Granted, us as fans wouldn't care.
Shout out to John C. Reilly.
Right. So, but
Right.
for a normal, because granted, when they make these movies, they're making them for the fan base, the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But they're also making them so
They gain new fans.
right.
General
People who
audience.
like it's people who've never seen any of these other movies going to see Infinity War,
Time out.
Time
Oh,
out.
no,
Wait, yeah.
finish your sentence, but then I have a funny.
or seen Black Panther for the right and wrong reasons. It was like, oh, he in Infinity War, we're gonna go see this too. So they try to make it, and they don't want to confuse people. Like,
There
I don't
ain't no
get
wrong
this.
reason to see Black
Oh,
Panther.
I agree.
Or Infinity
Yeah.
War.
So I think it was the New York Times wrote an article about Infinity War about how whoever wrote it is dumb because they were bitching about how you come into this movie and you really don't know who Thanos is and you don't really know who everybody is and there's no real introduction. And
You need to watch the fucking movies.
like
That's
somebody
why.
I think it was James Gunn retweeted it and was like, there is literally 10 years of movies for you to watch. It's your own fault that you don't know who these people are.
That's like
Absolutely.
if I come in on like Deathly Hallows 1 and I'm like, well, who the fuck are all these people? And I never read a Harry Potter book and I never
Absolutely.
saw it.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Like, why would
that's
you
my
go to
own fault.
Infinity
That's
War
my fault.
without doing some kind of research.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Like, that's not a movie that you walk into.
No.
Like, yeah, you can walk into, like, Cindy watched Age of Ultron, and she was like, I don't really know what's going on, but this is really cool to watch. And then
Right.
she asked me a couple questions, and I, like, brought her up to speed. And I was like, well, you really should, like, if you want to, like, if you like this, you really should watch everything.
Right.
But
No.
other movies you're able to watch, like, one-off. But this one is, no. Like, that's
You
not a
got
movie that
to.
you
This
can walk
was
into.
leading up. Everything
This was a
like,
10-year in the making movie.
Period. Like, this was our, like, thank you to the fans.
Can you imagine? Like, think back to 2012 when we actually got Avengers, which was
Oh, man.
the build up, and you're like, it can't get any better than this. And
Dude,
then
I walked out of
fuck.
there so happy.
I turned to Jill and I was watching this, and it was one of those like, I don't want to say I was in tears, but like I looked at it, I'm like, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my
Avengers
life.
really pumped me.
Especially
Because I was so invested in it.
knowing, Iron Man and then an Avengers initiative. I'm like, we're getting Avengers? And then I think it was like 2010 when we knew that it was coming in 2012.
We're like, for
And
real?
it's like, this is so long. And then now we look back like, that was 6 years ago that we got Avengers.
And you're sitting there, you're like, this shit, they pulled it off. And you're like, okay, maybe we'll get Avengers 2, but then we get Guardians. No, we're going to throw all this shit together.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And that's kudos to the Russo brothers and everybody at Marvel. I think what they did in Infinity War is they were able to. They had so many people, so many characters, main characters, small characters. Shit, you threw Pepper Potts in there too.
Yes, indeed.
And you were able to manage them pretty much equally. I would like to see a little bit more Cap in this one. I think we're going to get more of him in part
We are.
4.
Been confirmed.
That him and Black Widow are,
Like the main.
Oh, for real.
they have
Get a
more of
lot
a
of
larger
screen time.
role in this.
What'd you guys think of Blonde Black Widow?
I think
She's
she's
hot.
gorgeous.
I like
She
red
could
hair
be,
Black
she could
Widow.
be bald. I don't
Yeah,
care.
that's true.
She's badass. I don't care
Dude,
what color her hair
okay,
is.
fast forward, we think of the chick fight. Her, Okoye, and
Dude!
freaking...
Proxima
Midnight.
Yeah.
That was
That was
amazing.
good.
Wanda?
That was good. They did a good
You
job.
saw
on it.
that? You're just like, oh, I'm like, Proxima Midnight's fucked.
Yeah.
When they ran her over, I was like, that was the best. I don't think I have cheered that hard when a bad guy dies in my life. Because I hated those 4 fuckers. Like, I hated them.
Ebony Maw was my favorite, though. He was like a prophet. That dude was dope.
Was that Squidward?
He kind of died
Yes.
like a bitch, though. He died
It
the
sucked.
alien death.
I
that
wish-
was so funny.
But
I wish he
Spidey-
could have. I wish he could have lasted longer. That's what she said.
No,
But
not this time.
the placement of the scenes, of course, it wasn't allowed that because that scene couldn't have been like later. So
Okay. And go back to other, like, smaller characters. Wong was great. Wong was in it for, like, 10 minutes, maybe?
he was like, "I'm gonna go back to the sanctuary.
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna listen
I'm
to
just gonna chill
Beyonce.
here."
And that's it.
I think he's got something to do with the time stone.
Do you think Wong is
What you
dead?
mean? I think
Wong's
Wong's still
alive.
there.
I think
Yeah,
Wong's
I think
alive,
Wong's there.
and I think he's gonna be like an intricate role in helping
Doctor Strange.
Tony with the time stone to bring everybody back.
I want a movie with like all the sidekicks. I want Wong, Korg. I want Jane. I want who else do we have? Who's like another minor character?
Maria Hill.
Hill.
Coulson. He's never coming back.
Yeah, he's really dead.
He's not dead.
Oh, they can time stone his ass back.
They could, but they said they won't.
They'll
never tell the Avengers that.
Didn't they cancel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No,
it's still going.
Season 7.
No, I started season 4.
Not that I.
No, I didn't hear that. What do you mean?
Sorry, I just opened my Chrome back up and it's.
Yes, you're still dead.
Still telling me
you're still dead. Okay, let's talk again. Deaths. Gamora.
That was tough.
I knew it was coming.
That was tough. You said you felt it as soon as they landed.
The minute they hit that planet, I was like, "This bitch is dead."
What's the name of the planet? It was a weird ass name for that planet.
I got you.
It begins with a V.
As soon as I saw Red Skull, instant boner. I'm like, no. I'm like, for real. Again, that was not Hugo Weaving. It was some dude from Walking Dead. I cannot remember his name. But it was really cool. Nice little callback seeing the Red Skull. And the whole thing with Thanos making her go there. And she said she was going to take her there. So, are there like gunshots going on outside?
No.
Probably. So she can save Nebula. I thought Nebula, she was like it was her and Loki. I'm like, she's a goner.
That's what I was thinking when she was on the thing. I was thinking definitely she is about to be. I thought he was just going to go on and do it.
After he got like that information, like with Gamora.
I thought he was just going to
continue pulling her apart.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought she was just going to, just be pieces.
I assumed that with every scene, like, okay, well, this is where this time. This guy dies.
Yeah, and to that point too, and then also to the part where he does have to get the Soul Stone. In a way, even though we hate Thanos, it kind of makes him, in a way, a sympathetic character. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing is like when he talks about the backstory of Titan and people passing away, or being too many people, not enough resources. I know it's kind of like a weird, fucked up way to think about it, but you see a little tear when because he sees Gamora still as the little girl. He always keeps calling her little one.
I will never feel any sympathy towards that man.
Dude, he launched her off that cliff.
I know.
Like, for real.
Fuck that guy.
Like, high dive.
Hate that guy.
But,
did you hear Ba 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 play in the background after you did that?
For real?
You didn't hear it? Oh, I heard it. It was playing on his Zoom.
I hate you.
Do you think he has that Nelly Furtado, that "Fly Like a Bird" song?
No, because that's not in the same. That's not in the right era. Stop it.
Okay, we never know. Zune came on around there. I don't know. I think Nebula is, or not Nebula, Gamora is somehow a part of the Soul Stone.
That's what I was thinking.
That's how it happens in the comics.
Honestly, I was thinking all of them, all the ones who vanished, it has something to do with that.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think somebody's going to have to sacrifice somebody for something, which leads me to think Cap, Iron Man, or both is going to end up.
I got my theory. And before we do, I'm going to talk about my favorite standout character, Almighty Thor. Thor in this movie
Thor killed it.
Was amazing.
Seriously.
Comedically, he was a fucking badass. First of all, I love the interactions with Thor.
Come with me, Rabbit.
Yes, Thor
right,
and
that rabbit, yeah.
Or even like the beginning with the one-upmanship between Star-Lord and Thor. And Thor just doesn't get it, but Star-Lord is so like insecure.
That was great.
When he changed his voice.
I love when we call him fat.
Why are you changing your voice? I'm not changing my voice.
You're one sandwich away from being fat.
Right.
It's good. And he's like, that's it. I don't know if you heard this. He's like, that's it. I'm getting a pair of dumbbells. And then you hear Rocky. He's like, can't eat dumbbells, Quill.
Right.
But you hear it so faintly in the background. It's like...
I didn't hear that.
Yep. Or right before it, and he was like, he said, I'm going to get a flex...
Bowflex? I'm going to get a Bowflex?
I'm going to stay committed to it. And
and then he's like, I'm going to get some dumbbells. And then you hear very faintly Rocket's like, you can't eat dumbbells, Thor. or Quill.
Yep.
My favorite Thor one-liner was when Thanos was talking and he had a hold of him and he was like, you talk too much.
Yeah.
What he referred to... Oh, can we talk about Drax? the Invisible Man.
Dude,
I forgot about that.
I
it's
just
so
mentioned
funny.
that today, and I was doing it. I was eating pork. I was eating pork rinds, and I just out loud I was like, "Let's in here for an hour." He's like a whole hour.
He's like, yes. He's
I've
like,
trained myself.
I'm so slow that you can't. And then you hear Manton's, "Hey Drax." It's like, damn it.
I love the two of them together.
Yeah,
Because he like can't stand her, but he loves her at the same time. It's great. And she's so oblivious to it.
Yes, she is.
She's so cute.
And that's even in like a grim, I don't want to say it's a grim movie. It's not like DC grim, but you have like the different, it's not DC grim.
I feel like we are there.
We're not there yet. It's not a 3.5 hour, just
Cry fest.
Nobody's mom's name is Martha. So what if Thanos' mom's name is Martha?
And that's the reason he been.
Gotta save Martha. What did you say?
I'm done with you.
I'm just saying. Anyways, I think like you have that scene with Gamora going to Quill saying, "You gotta promise to kill me if he gets hold of me," and then all of a sudden you just hear the crunch on the pork rinds from Drax.
Because it was such a serious scene, and I'm sitting here, and of course, right there, you're like, "Well, Gamora's dead." I mean,
Oh yeah, you knew right
I
then.
was saying, I'm like, okay, let's see, and then
But I was so confused because I was like I know at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, like he had his arm around her and like they were talking about like the unspoken thing, but like then all of it all out of nowhere, like it is no longer an unspoken thing. Like what happened?
yeah, but remember at the beginning of the movie, where was it? Oh, you know what? When at the beginning of the movie when they got Thor in there and Thor mentioned the Soul Stone and they showed her face and she kind of. So it's kind of like, oh, she knows where it's at.
Oh yeah, when she made that face, I was like,
You
she
know,
knows where it's at.
so
yeah, she knew something the whole time. Again, going back to Thor, the interactions with him and the Guardians, we referred to them as morons.
That was hilarious.
When he goes to I'm saying this best line in the movie was this is back in Wakanda. It was like it's like, "Meet my new friend Tree," and then he goes, "I am Groot," and then
I am Steve Rogers.
I am Steve Rogers. I love
lost it.
That was
Lost
great.
it.
Like
How he even like patted his chest.
shit's
I am
going
Steve Rogers.
down, and he's just like, "I am Steve Rogers." I love that.
Yeah, it was perfect. Like, let's talk about how perfectly placed the Russos did this. Think about, you got over 60-something characters, and how they perfectly split them up in certain sections to, so you had your Wakanda people, and you had your New York people in Titan, and you had the Guardians and Thor,
Space people,
right. So you had it separated so perfectly.
Dinklage, we had Dinklage showing up.
Right, as a tall midget.
That was awesome. That was so ironic, and I love how they did that. And I love how Dinklage is probably like, "Yes, this is awesome. We have to do
yeah,
it."
of course.
It's like
I'll do that. Yeah, of course.
I
feel like that's his
I'm
voice on
afraid of
Pixels.
Peter Dinklage. Can I just say that?
What?
I think Peter Dinklage could whoop my ass.
Oh, probably.
I'm
didn't
so
you see
afraid
him
of
in
him.
Elf?
Yeah, that's what.
Right.
Call
But
him
he's-
small again.
Like that commercial where he's in like I think it's like the the Doritos Blaze or whatever, and he's doing like the rapping and all that. I'm like, it scares the shit out of me in that one.
He is a thug.
He got swag, definitely.
But no, they did balance everybody out very well. They split them up. Of course, I
liked that. I liked that.
I think that's why that they lost. One more line with Thor. I love it when and I put this in the chat, or he's like, you're about to take on the full force of a star. It'll kill you. And he's like, only if I die.
And he's like, well, that's what killed you.
I like
never
Thor's
mind,
like
never
not
mind.
that smart, like,
Right.
but he's like such a badass. But then, man, when he landed on Wakanda and
With
fucked
that
everything.
Stormbreaker, oh
That was
my.
so cool.
If they would have played Immigrant Song from...
I would have just stood up and been like,
Should have played Inner Sandman. Like,
oh, that would have been cool too. Like something heavy metal, like, he's gonna fuck shit up.
You know what?
like,
Actually, that wouldn't have worked. Because that would have probably made it comical. Like, it's just sitting here and then all of a sudden Inner Sandman come on and be like,
But I
okay,
wasn't
wait.
expecting him just to show up on
I agree.
Earth. I'm like,
I agree.
I'm like, as soon as you saw, they're like, oh fuck, he's here, and then
And then
fucking
Bruce was like, "Oh, y'all are dead now," or he said something like that.
You guys
Y'all are
are
in trouble now.
I liked Hulk in Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. And he's like, come on, you big green asshole.
Right.
I'll do it myself.
So hopefully we see more of...
A lot of swears in this movie for a Disney movie.
Yeah, it was.
Shit, there was middle fingers, there was a lot of stuff.
There's nothing wrong with a couple middle fingers in the day.
Man, there's so much to, I don't know. Oh, what do we got here?
Don't sleep on this update.
Snooze the update for now.
Sleep on it.
God, there's so much to cover. My boy Spidey, okay? He didn't have as big of a role as I thought he would.
It was enough, though. That Iron Spider suit, they did a great job with that.
And I love how it's still like, Tony's still giving him directions, and it's Mr. Stark. He never calls him Tony, never calls him Iron Man. When he says, Mr. Stark, what do I do? He's like, go, get help Doctor Strange,
Right.
And it's like,
the wizard. Our made-up names.
Yes, I love it.
I'm Spider-Man.
The interactions with Tony and Strange were so good.
So good.
Right.
So
They're both arrogant. And
they're both assholes, and it's fantastic.
But Tony was such a smart ass, and then Strange just straight up calls him, douchebag. It's like,
that was
right.
It's like, oh.
I was like, yes. I was like, I just want more of this. Like, I want Mean Girls. Like, this is fantastic.
I just want to watch a road trip with Strange and Tony. I don't want them to fight.
Yeah.
I just want to see them bicker for 2 hours. Just one-liners.
I need them to be the odd couple.
Oh my god, the odd couple with them? That would be amazing.
Fantastic.
Banner's reaction when they tell him how the Avengers broke up and all this.
Oh, poor Banner.
He's like, what? Like the Beatles?
Right.
And then they talk about Lang and Hawkeye, and he's like, "There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man."
Right. Or when they came when Falcon and them and they came there, and then Bruce came all awkwardly like, "Hi," she was like, "Hi," and then Falcon was like, "This is awkward."
Right.
That was good stuff.
And then it zoomed in on his face because he was like,
right.
It was pretty classic.
And that's one thing we don't think about is that we're familiar with all these characters, but when they're coming together in this movie, some of them have been gone, and they don't know. They're all meeting each other, some of them, for the first time.
Yeah, hasn't Hawk been gone since Ultron?
Since Ultron, so you don't know shit's going on with the
It's been
Guardians.
like 4 years. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand the timeline.
It's weird. But don't worry about the timeline. You'll get angry. Stop worrying about the timeline. You get so angry about the timeline.
You saw it on my face.
But just like the thing was like, okay, like Cap has never met the Guardians, and Thor has no idea who Spider-Man is, you know?
Or Black Panther.
Or Black Panther. Like, all these characters coming together for the first time, and they really didn't come together, and that's where I'm really thinking, yes, we got the ending, the sad ending, the I don't want to go Mr. Stark ending. That was really bad.
I feel like you say it just to hurt me.
Just the whole Mr. Stark, I don't feel good. And then the whole thing with Tony holding them, like, that's like, I think the only person that, other than Pepper, that Tony really cares about.
Which pissed me off because I predicted that to be Pepper. Like the scene with him holding a hand, and I'm thinking
that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Right, I'm like, for him to be sad like that, it got to be Pepper. I mean, we're not thinking of freaking Spider-Man in this. We're thinking like, oh, Thanos know. Oh, that's your missus. Okay, we gonna kill her. Oh, by the way, she was pregnant. Dum dum dum.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes back, if you go back to Homecoming, where Tony's so concerned. He's like, you can do what I tell you to do. He's like, if you die, I feel like that's on me.
Yep.
And then just that overwhelming guilt. And then, of course, Star-Lord fucked up.
But, just throw this out here.
Fucker.
Just throw this out here. Even if Spider-Man didn't make it on that thing and he went back home, I'd rather him die there than, like, in the bed and just started, like, Aunt May come into the room like, hey, what do you want on your, what's going on? And then he just started vanishing.
How do you know Aunt May didn't fade to dust?
Yeah, she possibly
did.
I
want to know what the fuck Aunt May, did she take away his suit? Like, did she ground him?
I mean, apparently not, because he had his regular
suit
on.
For real? Yeah.
And then his new suit had a new car smell.
Yeah, I did. I did like the line where Tony was like, I told you not to come up here, and he says, you want me to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but I can't do that if there's no neighborhood.
I thought it was actually clever.
That was real good.
And then he was like...
Yeah, Tony was like, shit, you got me. I
liked it. I was like, ooh, kid, good job.
Right.
The pop culture references from Spidey. I like it how they're still playing
him
into
and
how.
Star-Lord talking about the movies.
Right.
About talking about Footloose.
Oh my God,
It's
this
the
was
greatest
one.
movie ever. No, it really
No,
wasn't.
it really wasn't.
Because they think that the Guardians think everybody awesome on Earth is like Kevin Bacon.
Right.
Was the Thor? He's like, yes, Earth's mightiest heroes, man, just like Kevin Bacon.
Right.
Right? Oh, man. The interactions, though, were so good.
It was good.
Yeah, they did a very good job with just everybody just blending together, and the scenes and the splicing and the editing and the CGI. Best CGI I've seen in any of the movies.
Yes.
Like Thanos looked real, like the texture on his face when he was
Yeah,
crying.
The nutsack chin.
Right, when he was crying, you've seen
a tear.
like you've seen it really flow down. Like I want to touch the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I felt when scene he was like, "You have to go." I was like, "I lightweight kind of want to." Like I feel like I want to see.
I wish.
Or that 4DX
know.
stuff where it's like all around you and it's like,
Too loud.
It's my vertigo.
Okay.
Like even with the wraparound screen that we went to, like some of the scenes, like in this out in space, like when like they would like in the spaceships, like if it would turn and like everything would kind of go, like it really messes with my vertigo. Yeah, like there were times like at the like I couldn't look directly at the screen. Like I had to look at like the bottom and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We should probably wrap it up soon. We're going about an hour here. Everybody's got to get
It's
home.
almost my bedtime.
Yeah. So we danced all around. There's no way we're going to be able to cover it in an hour. Honestly, it's not going to happen. I do want to throw out a couple predictions for Part 4.
Okay.
Bucky's coming back.
I think that they're going to use the time stone to put Bucky back on the cliff to watch him fall again.
Punch you in the face.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate thing if they went back in time to make Steve watch him fall again?
Can we Days of Future past this and like fix everything that happened?
No, because that's bullshit.
It can't be everything, because I feel like a lot of these deaths, not a lot, but a lot of these deaths need to stick.
Yes.
While the more I think of it, the people who vanished, I don't think are like dead.
I don't think the people that vanished are dead. I think they're coming back.
You keep saying they're on vacation. They're not on vacation.
They are on vacation.
I think they do have something to do with the Soul Stone, possibly. I don't know. Like, I feel like the more we think about it, the more we're probably going to be totally wrong.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, because you and I were talking about Gamora,
Right.
and how it might be a premise for Guardians 3.
Right.
Well, here's the thing: Warlock can go into like whatever plane that the Soul Stone, like where the souls go. He can go back and forth. So what if, after they convert Warlock from being a bad guy to a good guy,
Brings her back.
he brings her back?
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a nice, like, happy ending at the end of Guardians 3. You do the whole movie without Gamora. That's a cool happy ending. I like that.
My thing is, and I read something where she did a farewell to the fans. She's currently filming Avatar 2. She did a farewell.
Fuck James Cameron.
Right. He did a farewell to the fans. But they also mentioned something where she had a interview in Entertainment Weekly, and they think she kind of spoiled her being back and forth, because she said something like, "Oh yeah, this isn't really goodbye, but like I see you later, because in the fall we'll be getting together to film Avengers 4."
Yeah, man. The Rolling Stones have been saying goodbye for the last, like, 30 years.
Well, but here's
So-
the thing.
I mean, it could be something where possibly it's a flashback, or, I don't know. I just, in my opinion, great as Infinity War was, I don't want the movie to be tainted by 4 being like, okay,
Like, everything's better now.
Right.
Yeah.
And they
People
also,
gotta
they
stay
already
dead.
said, the writers already said, it was like 4 is better than Infinity War. And I'm like, how?
Right.
How do you get better in this? And it was like, it's even worse. And I'm like, okay. Which is a good thing, because
Worse or good?
with there's consequences for your actions. So yeah, we know a lot of time travel is going to happen.
And I know you don't want to know stuff. I know I sent you a set photo.
Yeah, I don't know about that though, because
Well,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I kind of know, Joe. You'll kill somebody.
Because Captain doesn't have his beard in that picture,
I know.
and he doesn't have his Nomad jersey, his Nomad suit on.
I know, but I still think something's happening.
I don't know.
Anyways, So my predictions for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's gonna pick up at the end of Ant-Man. Like shit's not happening with Ant-Man. It's happening probably at the same time of Ragnarok. Okay, I think that shit goes down, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, they go into the quantum realm to keep themselves safe somehow from that. I also feel that the only way you're going to get Hawkeye out of retirement is if his family dies. And he comes back.
If his family turned to dust?
Yeah.
So you think they just eating dinner and his family just disappear and,
And
he
he
like,
just
what
shows
the hell?
up,
And he
and
calls Cap and like, what's going on? Like, you know.
I think he just shows up and he's
He
just
just
grizzled
knows.
and you just look at him, he's just broken and he's just like...
Did you see the
he has-
set photos of him?
I didn't see it.
He's not in his Hawkeye outfit.
Yeah, he's in his
It's a
other...
It's a Ronin.
Yeah.
Yep, they showed.
That's what I mean, like,
they showed
he's
the
gonna
comic
snap.
book version, and they showed him and his dead on with the knee pads and everything. I was like, who is this? And
I
then
think he's ready to fuck somebody up after
I
this.
guess so. I need to look more up on Ronin because, and then the whole name kind of pisses me off, even though that is
That's
his name.
Ronan the
Destroyer or
Ronan
yeah.
the Accuser.
Right.
Which is also the bad guy in
He's in Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel,
but
yes.
He's not the actual bad guy.
He's
But
one
he's
of
gonna
them.
appear because
Yeah.
he's a Kree. Mm-hmm. So
I also, because the fact that all the Avengers were separated in this one, we are eventually going to get, somehow when they come, the people that have died come back, you're going to have Thanos faced off with all the Avengers, and we have never heard it yet fully in this entire MCU, but we will finally get Cap just saying Avengers Assemble.
Yeah,
and
you're
then
right,
they're gonna
'cause they always
fuck
cut it
him
off.
up. You know what I mean? I think, and I know it's so corny, but it's just imagine when he
that's a
finally
dream
says
come
it.
true.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Cap leading that shit. And you know what it is, man? If you can do like this, Tony and Cap making amends because they still haven't done it yet. Tony has that Cap shield.
Right.
Hands him the shield.
I didn't like that shield that he had in this movie.
No, you didn't like the. You
I
didn't
didn't
like
like
the
it.
two.
Nah.
The vibranium.
I mean, it went with his
I mean, it was
costume.
cool, but like, maybe I'm just so old school Cap. Like, I like the shield.
But I
Understand.
mean, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, and that's going to be the way. You know, somehow they're going to fuck Thanos up. But I'm just waiting for that moment. He hands him the shield, and he's like, you know, because you know him and Tony butt heads all the time.
Right.
Tony finally is like, "It's your Avengers, Cap. You know, you lead us." You know, hands him the shield, and he just goes, "Avengers Assemble," and then you just see that big shot of
Just
everyone.
everyone, yeah.
Hulk like finally becomes the Hulk
Wolverine and-
again. Oh, Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Right, and Toad.
Silver Surfer and yeah.
But he can't be the Cap and a Flaming Torch at the same time. So
Yeah.
they can bring Michael Jordan back, but that might confuse people.
Also, I do.
right.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Like wait.
But Killmonger's wait,
The
he a
whole,
good guy?
the whole
Wait,
time. So and then the theories. So why didn't he just turn to the Human Torch while he was fighting T'Challa, and then he could have beat him? And all that?
Yeah, they done messed up with that one.
Right.
But man, does that, and then my last little prediction is I think there will be a sacrifice to take Thanos out. My money's on Hulk. It's his character arc. He finally becomes the Hulk again. Takes him out.
my money's on Cap.
You think it's gonna be Cap?
Cap or Iron Man.
And see, the
Shit,
only
might be
reason
one of them
I
too.
am doing that
It's gonna be all the originals.
is
It'll be-
because of
It could be a bulk of them just to make way for the new Avengers.
contractually,
That too.
several of them are up.
Right.
The only one that isn't up is
Thor.
Sebastian Stan. No, he's up too.
Okay.
With Avengers 4, that's his last movie he is contractually obligated to do.
what Thor?
Yeah.
Oh,
The only one that has like a crazy contract is Sebastian Stan. He signed up for 9 movies.
I think Nick Fury too. Samuel
Yeah.
still got like 4 or 5.
I was meaning like, of,
Right.
like
he
Oh,
does.
right.
It's either gonna be him or Sam that take over.
Now here's
as
the
Cap.
thing. I think because they were referring to him as White Wolf in Black Panther, I think he's going to become White Wolf. I think Sam is going to be our next captain.
It's a possibility.
I can see that. I'd be cool
There's
with that.
so many directions
I like
they
it.
could
I
go.
like his costume in the comic book a
So,
lot, anyways. So.
and I think this is going to be Tony's like last hurrah.
I don't
him
think
to
he's gonna die
retire.
though. I think we're gonna end it with the wedding.
I think so. He's going to retire because he's going to stay in the shadows for Spider-Man because he's Spider-Man's tech guy, basically.
Right.
They have a baby boy named him Steve.
Don't hurt me like that.
Right in the feel.
Don't
in the
do
feel.
that to me.
Right?
And he's gonna say something about Peggy as he dies. Like
He's gonna
gonna
see
say
Peggy.
something. He
You're gonna
talk
see. You're
about
gonna
Peggy.
see Agent Carter
Woo!
holding her hand out,
Right.
like
Amazing.
Easy in the freaking
Easy.
Crossroads video.
You won't be lonely. What if they play the Crossroads in the movie?
Can I
My
tell
God.
you the morning after Friday morning, I woke up with Crossroads in my head, and I was like, I hate them. I hate them.
It was tough. It was tough.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
But yeah, and then I don't know what they're gonna do with. I think Hemdall and Loki 100% dead.
They have to be.
I don't know about Gamora because Gamora has never talked about her contract outright.
Spidey got a movie coming out,
But-
so Spidey will be back.
But the standard contract for anybody that signs with Marvel is 6 movies. Like that's just the standard. There's no short contracts. With
Yeah,
them.
but then you get that Disney money, and then I don't need to do anything else.
Steven. I just called him Steve Rogers, like that's really his name.
That is his name.
That is his name.
Chris Evans and Hemsworth both have said that they would sign on. They would do more. That they love it.
Yeah.
So
Why would you not?
yeah.
But
I mean, you get people who, you've done something so much, you do want to kind of branch out and stuff,
But they've done other movies.
Yeah, but,
Scott Pilgrim.
And you were saying about how Gamora is doing
Avatar right now.
Avatar right now. It would make sense for them to keep her out of Guardians 3.
For now. Or not even Guardians 3 don't come out till 2020, so she has time to still film that.
Yeah.
But it would make sense for her not to be in Avengers 4, at least.
I thought they all filmed it all at once.
They did, but they still need to
You could
finish
have
reshoots
flashback
and
scenes,
stuff.
so you could have
They still got reshoots because they filmed it pretty much back to back to throw people off from what's what.
Right.
Do you think these reshoots are going to have anything to do with the Fox acquisitions?
No.
I heard that Deadpool did a real quick reshoot too, to add some shit.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't know, man.
Anxious for that one too. That's gonna be good.
I know. I don't know. I'm just thinking that this was obviously thumbs up movie, right?
Oh, totally.
6 thumbs up. Yeah, like so good. I cannot wait to see it again.
Like with every Marvel movie, like there have been people that have been like, wasn't that great? Like this is what I didn't like about it. I have not had one person that was like, I didn't like it.
I had one. I seen
Like,
one.
not my fan.
I seen one. I don't.
Who?
It was somebody on. Actually, it was 2 on Facebook.
Do you remember their names? We're calling them out. I don't even care.
My friend's dude actually said that
Joe's friend's dude.
he liked Batman v Superman more than this.
Bye.
I said something's wrong with you. Right.
Is he okay?
Right.
Like,
Did someone not hug him enough as a child?
I'm like, dude, what was you watching?
and you know how much I defended BVS, right?
Yes, you
You were
did.
sad. I'm like, it's
I
not
was
that bad.
I wasn't sad. I was pissed.
You were angry. It was also 2:00 in the morning.
I was
on a
falling
work night.
asleep. I was mad.
That was a rough night.
But-
It's just that fight could have been so much more.
Right.
Man. We've been waiting this all our lives. Like, I'm curious to know what the original scripts were back when it was supposed to come out in like 2010 and 2012 and stuff. When they originally had the Justice League and all that other stuff. Because, I've sat there on Wiki and it's so many movies that just never came to fruition. So many, the Nicolas Cage Superman.
Did you watch a documentary on that?
It's a documentary.
It's a documentary. It's called The Death of Superman Lives. And it's so good. And there's so much behind the scenes stuff.
Grab's phone.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And it's just like that. And then they did the Doomed one, the documentary on the making of the Fantastic Four, 94 one. Those are 2 of my favorites. But the Superman one is so good because like Tim Burton's in it. The director who did the Batman movies with him, the other guy, who was actually going to be directing that Superman movie. Kevin Smith is in it. There's so much, and they show so much of the production and like the suits and all that, and like the miniatures, and like this movie would have been fucking awesome, but it never came out. I didn't care if it was Nicolas Cage, but they did that documentary is so good. The Death of Superman Lives. What happened? Yep, that's the one. You gotta watch it.
I'm so happy.
It's amazing. So let's wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up like a virgin on prom night. We pull and pray here on Hardcore Geek Podcast.
Stop it.
Next show, we're gonna do a poll. Let's do a Twitter poll, okay? Let's do. I think I talked to Hammer about this. I talked to you about a little bit about it. Do you guys want to hear our take on cord cutting? You know, what we do nowadays, because we don't want to pay for cable. We don't want to, get stuck in a contract. What do we do to entertain ourselves? And where do we see movies and television going in the future? B, how would you fix the DC Extended Universe?
You throw it in the trash.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Just like that.
Just-
Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman's great.
Wonder Woman was phenomenal.
Did you see Wonder Woman yet?
I've watched Wonder Woman,
Okay.
yes.
You had that look.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
We can get to,
You didn't like Wonder
because
Woman?
your
I didn't like
boy.
it.
At all, or it was just okay?
It was just alright. Like,
That's what the wife said.
It's just
And she
alright.
was like, well, it was a Captain America ripoff. I'm like, no, let's not go there just
no,
because they both were
I
war
didn't think
movies.
that. And, like, I knew what was gonna happen with Steve. Like, because, she is now, it's in the 2000s, and he's obviously 97 years old. So, or no, he's dead because, like, he sacrificed himself. So I knew, like, that was gonna happen. I'm still salty about the way he went out. Like, you can't do my husband like that.
Who's that, Chris Pine?
Chris Pine, baby.
Whoa, you should have seen her,
Whew.
she's salivating.
Uh-oh.
That's my boo.
Do you need water? Are you okay?
I've got water right
Okay.
there. I'm thirsty.
In the Yes Queen cup?
Yes, queen.
Jesus.
So, Twitter poll.
Oh, Twitter poll.
Cord cutters.
Cord cutters. How would you fix the DC Extended Universe? And I never came up with a third one. What do you guys want to come up? What would be a show?
Ooh. I got one for you. We can compile the current dates that they have for the Marvel Extended Universe, and we can try to guess what movies in the future they're going to put for those dates.
Okay. Future Marvel predictions. Love it. We'll put it up on the Twitter poll. It's at The Hardcore Geek. Go ahead and vote for that. Check us out on our website, hardcoregeekcast.com. We are on the Facebook at The Hardcore Geek, or YouTube at The Hardcore Geek. I'm going to be getting some footage from Free Comic Book Day this weekend.
Yay!
Yay.
And then also we are on, for your listening pleasure, just to wet your ears a little bit, to moisten your ears.
Ah!
We are on iTunes, we're on
you.
Stitcher, we are on Spreaker, Podbean. We're everywhere. We're also in your pants and in your heart. So, any final thoughts before we go? You looked at me all funny right there.